All right, let's just jump right into it. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a fascinating look under the hood of a massive business-in-a-box product. We're going to objectively break down what this private label rights, or PLR package, actually contains. If you've ever wondered how some online coaches seem to just magically produce mountains of content overnight, well, you're about to see exactly how the sausage is made.
Seriously, think about that for a second. How long would it actually take you to research, write, record, and then design a full 50-day educational program? Months? Maybe a year? Well, this explainer examines a 13-module shortcut that's marketed precisely to digital entrepreneurs who want to skip that entire content creation phase. It's essentially a fast track to having your very own product to sell. But what exactly are you buying?
To make sense of it all, we're going to break this down into 5 quick parts. First, the off-grid market demand. Second, the core survival curriculum itself. Third, the done-for-you marketing assets. Fourth, understanding the PLR rules. And finally, the package value proposition.
Let's start right off with part 1, the off-grid market demand, and why self-reliance is such a hot topic.
So the creators here really emphasize that self-reliance is absolutely not just a passing trend. But notice, we aren't looking at extreme doomsday preppers in underground bunkers here. Not at all. We're looking at everyday families, smiling, learning practical skills around a campfire. The real demand is coming from ordinary people who are just seeking the confidence to handle unexpected power losses, supply chain failures, and those annoying infrastructure disruptions.
This package actively avoids expensive gear or super intimidating homesteading techniques. Instead, it's all about hyper-practical skills, like cooking off the grid, sourcing water, and using basic hand tools. Because it's structured as a really approachable step-by-step daily learning path, it's specifically designed to build genuine confidence without completely overwhelming a beginner.
Moving on to part 2, the core survival curriculum. Let's see what's actually inside the box.
The sheer visual scale of this bundle is honestly staggering. Look at this. It represents thousands of digital files spread across 13 modules, perfectly designed to project an overwhelming, comprehensive sense of value. This visual representation is a classic marketing technique used to showcase exactly how much content is waiting for the end user, delivered across 4 very distinct formats.
Drilling down into the actual materials, the core curriculum utilizes a really smart multi-format approach. You get 50 written lessons totaling roughly 30,000 words, but it definitely doesn't stop there. Those exact same 50 lessons are provided as high-definition videos, MP3 audio files, and even fully editable PowerPoint slide decks. As an educator, this is a huge deal because it means you can cater to visual, auditory, and reading-based learners right out of the gate without having to adapt a single piece of content yourself.
The 50 days of content are broken down into incredibly specific, actionable, pre-designed slides. For instance, Day 3 tackles building a self-reliant mindset, while all the way out on Day 25, it gets into managing personal hygiene without any running water. It's a highly structural progression, taking someone from basic awareness all the way to applied real-world survival skills.
And we absolutely cannot forget the audio component. The inclusion of these 50 daily MP3 audio lessons is a real game changer. It allows a coach or a creator to easily offer podcast-style learning to their own students. Just imagine offering a premium, on-the-go, daily audio challenge to your audience. The files are literally already recorded and just waiting to be uploaded.
Okay, let's pivot to part 3, the done-for-you marketing assets, which is basically the business engine of this whole thing. Because let's be real, having a great course is only half the battle, right? You still actually have to sell the thing. This package jumpstarts your sales funnel with a fully coded lead capture page, offering an exclusive starter guide. It's perfectly designed to warm up new leads, capture their email addresses, and get them familiar with the whole concept before you ever even try to pitch the paid 50-day program. Now, for those of you looking to build a sales team, there is a complete, ready-to-use affiliate center delivered right in editable HTML format. This means you don't actually have to rely entirely on selling the product yourself. You are handed the exact web pages needed to recruit an absolute army of marketers to do the heavy lifting for you, all in exchange for a commission.
And to support those affiliates, the package throws in 9 customizable promotional banner graphics. These come in pre-sized, professional formats ready to go for website sidebars or ad networks. And what's absolutely crucial here is that you get the raw Photoshop or PSD files, meaning you can pop them open, change the colors, and slap your own logo on them in a matter of minutes.
To round out the marketing sequence, they provide 4 plug-and-play email swipes. Notice the highly specific psychological angles they use here. Email 2, for example, focuses on skills over supplies, highlighting that while your gear might run out, your skills remain. These are meticulously crafted to drive clicks and conversions, completely saving you from having to hire an expensive copywriter.
All right, moving into part 4, understanding the PLR rules and the legal constraints.
So, you might be wondering, what exactly are you legally allowed to do with all these assets? Well, Module 13 is the PLR license itself, represented by this official certificate. This document is your rulebook. It strictly dictates how a buyer can utilize the original source materials and exactly how they are permitted to distribute the final products to their own customers. This brings us to perhaps the most important breakdown of this entire explainer, contrasting your specific commercial freedoms against the strict legal boundaries. If you actually buy this, what are the hard rules of the game? Let's start with the freedoms, because you have incredible flexibility here. You can rename the course, alter the graphics, and rebrand the final PDFs and MP4 videos entirely as your own. You can bundle it, create brand new webinars from it, use it as a high-value lead magnet, or just drop it straight into your paid membership site. Essentially, to the end consumer, you are the sole author and creator of all this material.
However, there is a catch. You absolutely cannot sell or give away the editable source files, like those Word documents or Photoshop files. Furthermore, you cannot sell master resell rights or private label rights to your own customers. In super simple terms, you can sell the finished product to a student, for sure, but you cannot sell the business in a box to another entrepreneur. That rule is in place to protect the original creator's market.
Finally, let's look at part 5, the package value proposition.
Let's examine how the creators actually quantify the value of this massive 13-module digital asset bundle. The sales material aggressively states the total real value of the package at nearly $6,000, specifically $5,952. They reach this massive number by assigning a premium price tag to each individual module, like valuing the video lessons alone at nearly $1,000. Of course, all of this is marketed with a ticking countdown timer and a steep 70% off urgency discount to drive immediate sales.
But when you get right down to it, the ultimate pitch relies heavily on the emotional promise of saved time and avoided pain. As the quote clearly says, it's about saving months of creation, gaining instant authority, and avoiding burnout. For a digital entrepreneur staring at a blank screen, this promise of an instant, high-quality product is an incredibly powerful lure.
As we wrap up this explainer, it really leaves us wondering about the broader landscape of e-learning. When a package is this incredibly comprehensive, it begs the ultimate question. Is leveraging prepackaged PLR content the ultimate growth hack for today's online coaches, or will authentic, painstakingly original creation always win out in the end? How these businesses in a box continue to shape the digital education market is